Okay, so a quick video of the Sonicmodell Binary build. I've gone with the plug and play version of this one. Comes with a nice set of electrical components. The motors are Sunny Sky motors. The props are HQ 8 by, I believe, 4.5 by 3 props. One thing I'll say straight off the bat is the quality of the foam moulding and the density of the foam is exceptional. It's really nicely moulded plane. So I've gone with a 5.8 gig 600mW VTX. I may move the VTX out onto the wing at a later date, but I just wanted to keep it as clean and simple build as possible to start off with until I've got the maiden done with. Foxear Falcor on the nose. I've had a look through the goggles and I don't appear to have any nose in view, so that's great. I've got Eagletree Vector version 2 GPS on the back with DragonLink version 3 in the back as well. I'll show you quickly inside. So you can see in there, you know, the two sets of ESC wires. The backs are combined. It's linear backs, two 3A linear backs. I'm reliably informed that they should perform perfectly well in parallel. The ESCs do come with little auxiliary cables as well, so you can plug in any auxiliary components that you might want to use. I've got a microphone in there because who doesn't like the sound of a twin prop? Inside, there is plenty of room for pretty much any battery that you might want to stuff in there. So I've got these Multistar 4S 6600mAh batteries, and on the side it fits in perfectly, hits CG, and the lid closes nicely. The strap and the CG markings are a very nice touch. Just make sure you put some Velcro in the bottom to stop the battery sliding backwards and forwards after you've launched. So, quick view from the side. So 1.2 meter wingspan, so not too dissimilar to the XUAV Mini Talon. And what we'll do is turn it over and you can have a look in the bottom. So in the bottom there you can see the GPS wire, the DragonLink version 3, it's nicely tucked away in there, and then servo wires for the rudder and the elevator there. Now, one thing to note, I'll carry on this side. So I've used Keith Leno's or Bonafide Pirates ESC covers. Just put double-sided them on. They work really nicely, and you can see, you should be able to see through them. Yeah, so a nice bit of air cooling there. So one thing to note, if you do plan to use the rear hatch for a HD camera, make sure you put the wheels on, because otherwise what will happen is the HD camera is very close to protruding from the fuselage, so if you land in grass or on hard ground you could potentially damage your HD camera. So what I'll do is I'll turn this over and I'll show you the HD camera mount. I'm not going to use it, although it's worth having a look at because it is very nice. So I haven't glued this, but you can see, so you can put a full-size GoPro in there just by removing these two centerpieces. You can put a what I believe is a run cam in there, or I've got a GoPro Session here. It fits in there very nicely, and you've got access to the button. And if you turn this over and you push it in properly, you can see that the camera fits nicely. And then I think I'll get this right. Fits in there like that. This piece actually fits inside the fuselage, but you won't be able to use the rear hatch if you're using the rear camera pod. With the 6600 pushed quite a way back, she hits CG very easily. With a 4S 5A energy pack, I have to move the pack slightly further forward to hit CG, but nothing too major that would cause a problem. The plug and play kit comes with an absolute plethora of extra bits and pieces. Y cables for, let me think, just about everything. There's extra servos for the flaps, which I've chosen not to use. There's extra servo for the steerable nose wheel. Again, I've chosen not to use those. It comes with nice servo sort of snap lock pieces to prevent your servo connectors from coming unplugged. Like I said, HQ props seem to be nice. Contra-rotating. With a bit of luck, we should be in the air this weekend, if not before. Anyway, any questions? Ask away. Hopefully I'll have a maiden video very shortly. Bye for now.